Hey guys, Aqua Duelist here. And I'm not gonna lie, ever since the Legendary Duelist Sister set, Cyber Angels have popped up on my mind, on and off, quite a lot. So, I think it's time I finally do a video on this archetype again. I know it's been a while, I'm a little late to the party on this, but I think it's time. Before I jump into today's video, I do want to say really quick, I do have a Discord server, and it is completely free. For those who do want to join, I would love to interact with you guys. For those of you who are sub channel or who are sub to the channel or not, if you guys want to join that, go for it. I try to be on there as much as I can. Also, I have a Patreon. Link in the description below to the Patreon and the Discord server. If you guys are feeling pretty nice, want to help donate to this channel, we can hopefully get some, maybe an actual camera, so we can get some better quality on the videos. That would be really awesome. That's if you guys are up to that. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this. If you have watched the channel, you guys will probably see I do have a Cyber Angel deck that's a little old right now. But what happened? The thing is, I actually got rid of that deck shortly after that deck profile, and I didn't really plan on revisiting or coming back to Cyber Angels. And the reason why is because I honestly felt bored with the deck. I played the Herald Perfection variant because that was the best variant, but now with all the new support, it's up for debate. I feel like. With all the new support that Cyber Angels got, they have essentially, they got some new spells. I know they got the new Cyber Angel boss monster, which she's okay, but she's not really what the archetype needed. And interestingly enough, they have a new level 2 monster that the whole point is it is basically a terraforming for Ritual Sanctuary, but with the spell cards, they basically got one that like protects their Cyber Angels. They have another one that powers them up. I think the one that also protects is also a ritual spell on top of that too. So that's really interesting. They have a draw card too. While it's not really the best, you do have to contribute Cyber Angel from your hand basically. Draw 2. I think one card goes back to the bottom of the deck, and you're limited to only special summoning ritual monsters that turn. Not really that good, but thinking about too, with Ben 10 and Eda 10, they get effects when they're tributed, so you can essentially work that into your favor a little bit. It's okay, but it's really not that good of a draw card, and I honestly, it kind of shows Konami really didn't want this to be a super competitive deck. At least that's what I think. On top of the new support, they did get some reprints. Ben 10 and Ritual Sanctuary were the main two I wanted to look at because those cards were actually about Ben 10 was originally like $3 a piece, and Ritual Sanctuary was, I think, a $3 to $4 card, if I remember correctly. And they both got reprint as commons now. So essentially, instead of spending about $20 just for a playset of those two cards, you can actually get a playset of both for under $1 now, actually. It's kind of crazy how cheap they are. So with that, this deck is extremely budget friendly. Like, you can make this deck for around $20. And it's actually good. That's kind of crazy. Usually we don't see, budget decks like that and they're actually good. I mean, Cyber Angels aren't the best thing ever, but this deck has potentially to pretty much top out of locals. I feel like it's more of a local levels deck. It's not really much for I don't really see potential for the deck topping as far as like a YCS, a regional, or excuse me, like any event like that. But this is definitely a locals levels deck, and it's actually I feel like a pretty solid choice for a locals level for locals. And the thing is too. I was actually really curious. I did look around on TCG Player, and I managed to find a solid that pretty much had everything for the Cyber Angels you would want. The actual Cyber Angel cards. You know, like all the stuff from us from the legendary Duelist sister set, and like a common Varash and like a copy of Natasha, I think, and the total came out to around $3.50. Oh man, that's okay. I gotta do this. I need about $3.50. So yeah, you can honestly pick up the deck core for about $3.50. And it's pretty I think that's pretty nice because the core alone is going to make up most good bit of the deck, and then you know you have your Manjus, which which are about $2.50 because they got a reprint recently. You know, you have like all the other like pre-preparation of rights, preparation rights, because pre-prep won't work for this deck. They got reprinted. Preparation got reprinted a few times recently. You basically just have all these reprints that are readily available. On top of that, too, we got new. Ended up getting new. Ritual support with such as the incantations. They're just really good generic ritual support, and so you can easily essentially get fill your hand up with more Cyber Angel monsters and such, and the ritual spell. Excuse me. So even like with those, like the incantations, the two main ones, Candle and Talisman, are around like $1.50 right now a piece. Like just even with all of that stuff, if you wanted to go with the Herald Perfection, those are like $2 a piece. Like this stuff is really cheap, and you could, even with, like, considering those, if you wanted to play those, I mean, you're not going to play, like, you know, all of that, but, you could still make this deck for about $20, for around $20, maybe $25. I feel like $25 would be, like, kind of like a top, really, like, the max, or around that, but you should be able to make this deck for around $20, something like that. On top of that, too, this deck doesn't need an extra deck at all. Yes, you could play some rank 2s. You could play some rank 2s, actually. Because you do have, Petite Cyber Angel and the new little Terraforming Egg Monster. They're both level 2s. But you're not going to be essentially making XYZs with your, with your Cyber Angels, because they're basically the real bread and butter of the deck, and they're the boss monsters, essentially. And on top of that, too, the new support essentially kind of locks you, some of the new support kind of locks you out from the extra deck a little bit, such as only being able to special summon, Cyber Angels, or not Cyber Angels, Ritual Monsters with the draw card. So you're not really going to need the extra deck. You could if you wanted, but it's totally not needed. So, yeah, the deck, I feel like, is overall pretty solid, and I probably won't come back to this deck, I feel like, just because, honestly, I felt like for the longest time, Cyber Angels were a one-trick pony because the best variant was Herald of Perfection. Now, though, I do feel like that's definitely, kind of debatable with the new Cyber Angel support, because it pushes for, it really pushes the Cyber Angels, and I feel like Herald of Perfection probably wouldn't be needed if you wanted to go for more of that kind of route. But you do have all, you know, the new Cyber support, the reprints, all this reprints for ritual support and such, and we're going to be getting more ritual support down the road with the incantations, and who knows what else can come out, who knows what else can happen with the rituals. We could get more just generic support, we don't know. I feel like we're going to be getting more, though. But yeah, so they're definitely a solid locals pick, a very budget-friendly deck, and even though I don't play Cyber Angels anymore, I would actually recommend this deck to you guys. I love the archetype, actually. As, like, the archetype and design-wise itself, I love it. I think it's an awesome archetype. It's just, I got bored with it mainly because of Herald Perfection. So, I'm debating whether or not I really want to pick this deck back up. Kind of leaning towards no, just because I do have other decks that I'm really actually wanting to play and such. But at the same time, Cyber Angels wouldn't be bad. and I wouldn't be really dropping any real money into this, so I might do it. I don't know. I have to think about it. But if you guys like this video, let me know. If you guys would like to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments, because there's quite a lot of decks that I essentially played throughout the years and I no longer play, so I could do more of this content if you guys like. You guys just have to let me know. I want to make content more of what you guys. I want to make more content on what you guys would want to see. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. Hit that. Make sure you hit that notification button next to it so you get notified when my videos come out. I do 4 to 5 videos a week. And thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome.